Hello students, welcome to the next session of your computer classes. In this video, we will be discussing different flow of controls. Programs are written for the solution of real world problems. While writing programs, we need the ability to check a condition and then change the course of a program. In your daily life also, you will take decisions and plan certain task that is to be done by you, that is to be completed by you. Like that also, a programming language should have the ability to control the flow of execution so that at different intervals, different statements can be executed. So flow of control means executing a set of statements depending on a condition. A condition will be evaluated, and according to the result of that condition, the statement, a set of statements can be executed once, or it can be repeatedly executed. We are going to study about this in this chapter. Different types of statements. Mainly there are two types of statements in Python: simple statement and compound statement. A simple statement comprises of a single logical statement. Only a single statement will be there. So, two examples are given here. Sum is equal to 10 plus y. Then next example is mark equal int input enter mark. All the program we discussed in the earlier classes consist of different single statements. But a compound statement comprises a group of statements that span over multiple lines. A group of lines spanning over multiple lines is called a block. They usually execute when a condition is satisfied. There will be a condition, and this block will be executed only when a certain condition is satisfied. Block statements should be aligned or indented, aligned together into a single unit. In Python, to indicate a block code in Python, you must indent all statements in one block at the same level. All these statements in a block should be aligned to a same level. It is very important in Python to indent your code when you are using a compound statement or a block. We will see what is indentation in the next programs. Different types of control structures. Mainly there are three types of control structures: sequence control structure, selection or decision statement, then iteration or looping statement. Three different control structures of Python programming language. We will discuss one by one in detail. First one, sequence control structure. It is a default control structure. Instructions are executed one after the other. For example, if there are 10 statements in a program, all that 10 statement will be executed one after the another. Any line cannot be skipped. No lines can be skipped from that program in a sequence program. Here I have given an example. Num1 equal 1.5, num2 equal 5.5. Sum is equal to num1 plus num2. Print sum is sum. So first the first statement will be executed, then second, third, and last four. All the four statements will be executed. A flowchart is given here. Sum is equal to num1 is equal to 1.5, num2 equals 6.3. Sum is equal to after executing these two statements, sum will be calculated, and after calculating the sum will be displayed. This is sequence execution in which all the statements will be executed one after the another. Second type of execution is selection or conditional statement. Selection statements lets us to write program to different tasks or to take different paths based on the outcome of a condition. So there will be a condition evaluator. We evaluate a condition. This condition can result to either true or false. If the condition is true, a set of statements will be executed and the program will end. And if the condition is false, another set of statements will be executed, and after that, after executing the statement 2, the program will end. So either of statement 1 or statement 2 will be executed. This type of execution is called selection or conditional statements. Next control structure is third one, iteration statements or looping statement or repetition statement. They are used to repeat a section of code a number of times depending on a condition test. Here also a condition will be evaluated. The condition can be result to true or false. If the condition is true, a set of statements. It can be a single statement or a multiple statement. This set of statements will be executed repeatedly. After executing once, the condition will be evaluated again, and if it is true, the statement will be executed. This till the time the condition is true, a set of statements is repeated again and again. If the condition evaluates to false, the program will end. The repetition stops and the program will end. So this type of execution is called iteration statement, that is repeating a set of statements based on a condition test. Examples are for and while. Then in this video we are going to discuss selection statements in detail. There are three selection statements: if statement, that is simple if else, and if elif. Three types of selection statements in Python: if else, and if elif. First selection statement is if statement. If statement executes the statement inside the if when the condition is true. The syntax is if condition, then after that a colon is here. This colon is a must. You have to put this colon. Then after that the statement block. Here the statement 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 is given in a block. How can we know that it is aligned with the tab space in the same level? These three statements are aligned to a same level. We can give any number of statements or a single statement can be given. According to our program, we can write any number of lines here. And then after that statement 4, if we need any line to be followed after executing this block, we can give it as statement 4. Here only the truth part is evaluated. The flowchart is given here. When the program starts, a test expression will be evaluated. If the condition is true, the body of the if, that is block of statement, will be executed. After that, statements below the if block will be executed. So it is not mentioning what to do if the condition is false. If the condition is false, none of the statement inside the body of the if is executing, and after if the condition is false, the lines just below the if block will be executing. This type of if is called a simple if. Some examples are given. In this program, we are inputting a mark. A mark is inputting int input enter mark, and the condition is evaluating if mark greater than 90. The condition is mark greater than 90. Then after that we are putting a colon here. Full colon is put. Print excellent grade A. That is, if the mark is greater than 90, we have to display excellent and grade A. After that, print thank you. A thank you message should be displayed. Some sample outputs are given here. Enter marks. I have input the value 95. So the output will be excellent, grade A, and thank you. All the three statements will be executing. Then in the second example, I have entered the mark as 80. When the condition is evaluated, mark 80 greater than 90. 80 greater than 90 is false. So this block will not be executed. Only the thank you section will be executed. I am explaining this with the help of a flowchart. First, we are inputting the mark. After that, a condition is being evaluated. Mark greater than 90. A condition is being evaluated. If the condition is true, excellent and grade A will be displayed. Excellent, these two statements, excellent and grade A, will be displayed if the condition is true. After that, a thank you message also will be displayed, and the program will come to an end. And what happens if the condition is false? If the condition is false, only the thank you message will be displayed. The statements, the truth part will not be executing. This is the complete flowchart. What is to be done if the condition is false is not being evaluated here. Only the truth statement is evaluating in simple if. Then some more examples of if statement. The syntax is given here for your reference. Age equal to 10 if age greater than or equal to 5. So here it is evaluating 10 greater than or equal to 5. The condition is evaluating to false, true, 10 greater than 5 is true. So print in school will be displayed. So the output is in school. Next question, next example. Q is equal to input enter y or n. It is asking to input the characters s or no, y or n. If q equal to y, that is if we are inputting the character y, print s will be displayed. So sample output, enter y or n, the user is inputting a value y, then s will be displayed as output. What happens if an user enter a character other than y? For example, the user is entering the character b. There will be no output because only the truth part is evaluated. What should be done? If user is not entering user is entering a character other than y, it is not mentioned here, so there will be no output here. Another example, n is equal to int input number. A number is being asked to input. If n means we are checking whether n is a non-zero value. This is a method to check whether a number is non-zero. This condition will be evaluated to true if n contains a value other than 0. If it is 0, then the condition will evaluate to false, and if it is other than 0, it will evaluate to true. If n colon print non-zero, print Python. So sample output, first the number entered is 45, so the output will be both these statements, non-zero and Python will be executing, and the output will be non-zero and Python. In the next run, the user entered a value 0, so this statement will not execute. This print statement, this truth part will not be executing. This statement, last statement, print Python, will be executing. The output will be Python. Here I have given an output question. A comma B is equal to 20 comma 15. So here in the first statement, A is assigned with a value 20 and B is assigned with a value 15. Here a condition is evaluating A greater than B. So the condition evaluating is 20 greater than 15. The condition is true. So since it is true, this truth part will be executing. The output will be A is large, and after that a thank you message also will be both these statements. Statement inside the if block and outside the block also will be executing, and the output is A is large, thank you. Then second type of selection statement is if else statement. In this statement, the statements inside the if block is executed when the condition is true. Otherwise, the statements inside the else block will be executed. That is, both the truth part and the false part is evaluating here. The syntax is almost similar as if state simple if. An additional else part is here. If condition, statement 1, statement 2. So if the condition is evaluating to true, these two statements in this block of statement will be executing. And if the condition is false, if the condition is evaluated to false, this statement 3 and 4 will be executed. Statement 3 and 4 will be executed, and after that statement 5, which is outside the block, also will be executed. So the program is starting here. A condition is evaluating. If the condition is true, body of if will be executing, and after if else block will be executing, and the program ends. This is similar as simple if, but an additional false part also is given here. If the condition is false, body of else will be executing. That is, statement in the else part will be executing. This is if else. We can look some examples. Here the same program, a mark is inputting and the condition is being evaluated, mark greater than 90. If the mark is greater than 90, if the condition is true, both these block of statement will be executing, and else if the condition is false, try to score above 90. This message will be displayed. And after that a thank you message will be displayed. So either of these two statements or this statement 1, 2 and 3, out of this statement 1, 2 and 3, according to the value of mark, either this block or this block will be executing. The flowchart is given. Input mark, we are inputting the mark, checking mark greater than 90. If the condition is true, excellent, grade A, and thank you message is displayed. And if the condition is false, try to score above 90 will be displayed, and after that thank you will be displayed. This is the flowchart for this program. This is the full flowchart. Some more examples for if else. Age equal in input age, we are accepting the age and we are checking age is greater than 5. If the condition is true, in school will be displayed, and if the condition is evaluated to false, in home will be displayed. So in the first output, the user is entering a value as 10 greater than 5, 10 greater than, the condition is evaluating as 10 greater than or equal to 5. It evaluates to true, so this output in school will be displayed as the output. During the second run, user inputted a number as age as 3, so stay home will be displayed. Since the condition is evaluating to false, stay home will be displayed. In the next example, gender equal input M or F, male or female is accepting, and if gender equal to M, equal to relational operator equal to, checking whether gender is equal to M or not. If the user has input the value M, hi sir will be displayed, and if the user input any other value other than M, hi ma'am will be displayed. So sample output, the first run, the user input the value M, the output will be hi sir, and in the second run F is input, so the answer will be hi ma'am. You may remember here it is an integer input. Since age is of type numeric, the value is accepted as an integer, and M and F is a character, so we are inputting the value as a string. No int input or float input is needed here because we are accepting a character. One more example, age equal to 15, age greater than 18. So the value given for age is 15. Condition will be evaluated 15 greater than or equal to 18. 15 greater than or equal to 18 is condition is false. So this part will not be executed, and the else part will be executing, and the output will be not eligible to vote. And after this value will be, this print statement will be executed. After that a thank you message will also be displayed. Some programs using if else construct. First program to read a number and check whether the number is positive or negative. How can we check a number is positive or negative? Yes, we have to check whether the number is greater than 0. If the number is greater than 0, it is a positive number, and if it is less than 0, it is negative. So first I am accepting the number as num is equal to int input, enter the number, and condition is being evaluated. If num greater than 0, print num is a positive number, then else print num is a negative number. So if I am inputting 10 as input, 10 will be checked as 10 greater than 0. 10 num greater than 0 means 10 greater than 0, and since the condition is true, the output will be 10 is a positive number. This is the variable, and the value of num will be substituted. 10 is a positive number, and if I am inputting minus 10, the condition will be evaluated as minus 10 greater than 0, and the condition is evaluating to false. So this else part will be executed, and the output will be minus 10 is a negative number. I will run the program and show you. I am running this program. Enter the number. I am entering it as 56. 56 is a positive number. In the next run, I am inputting the number as minus 84. The answer is minus 84 is a negative number. This is the output. Program 2. Write a Python program to check whether a number is even or odd. How can we check whether a number is even or odd? Yes, divide it by 2, and if the remainder is 0, we have to check for the remainder. Remainder is 0, we can say it is an even number, and if the remainder is 1, we can say it is an odd number. Then there is an operator which returns the remainder, modulus operator. So first we have to accept a number, for example n, and check whether the remainder equal to 0. If the remainder is equal to 0, we can say that the number is even, or else we can say the number is odd. First I am accepting the number, int input, enter a number, accept it as integer. Then I am checking num modulus 2 equal to 0. You have to remember this colon. Then also remember to indent the block of code. Means you have to put a tab space after putting the colon. Next line, that is loop body, block. If the body of the if should be indented with a tab space. After putting colon, press enter, and we have to put a tab space here, and the statement to be executed should be written. Print num is even number. And else part also is followed by a colon, and put a tab space and write print num is odd number. We'll show the program, run the program. Same program. Enter a number. I am inputting it as 84. 84 is a even number. Next I will input an odd number. Enter a number. 25. 25 is a odd number. This is the output for this program. Okay, thank you. Write all these notes in your notebook and try to do it in Colab. Have a nice day. Thank you.